Hey everybody, I'm Rousseau and I do a little work here and there. It looks like you're back in the Ready Ward. And today I'm taking the next step with those cardstock armature pieces that I built. You see I've got all of my materials sort of spread out here. First, my cardstock armature pieces all glued to little toothpicks. And those will end up being the primary pouring spouts for the next step with a little bit of modification. I've got a little needle here for working this epoxy putty. It's a new thing I'm trying. It's a little bit different, and it is from Loctite. Loctite Repair Putty. Photo on the screen. I've got the last little bit of an old box cutter blade, and that is also for the epoxy putty. Samus Aran, well, she's here for no reason in particular. So let's go to a close-up. The construction of these armature pieces gives you detail on 2 axes, but not on the third, so you will have to go back to your reference if you want to get this 100% accurate the first go through. But you don't have to get it 100% accurate because you're not making a finished miniature at this point. I'm going to end up needing something like 14 or 16 of these at least, but I want them all to be different, so I'm making the basic pieces and I can customize them later. The basic procedure is to mush tiny little balls of epoxy putty into these ridges and then use the ridges to smooth it into shape. It may take a bit of finesse. I use the needle and the razor blade, and with the Loctite putty you don't have a whole lot of time, so you got to mix a very small amount and maybe do 1 or 2 pieces at a time. Still, here are what all of the other pieces look like once you've mushed that putty in there and it's had a little bit of time to harden. You can go back in with a fine sandpaper or with the razor blade again and smooth these out if you want to. But if I were you, I would just wait until the casts are pulled. Like I said, we're not trying to make these perfect the first go around. I'm trying to make a variety of different Palicos, so the vaguer I can be in the detail now, the better it's going to turn out later on. But yeah, that's what that looks like, and I'm going to call it there. If you couldn't see a Palico in there before, I'm sure you can now. The next time you see these, they will be in an off-white plastic, and we'll be moving on to the final sculpting touches. I'll leave that for that, though. Till next time, you've been watching The Ready Ward on Rousseau Works, and I'm Rousseau, out.